So we have to adjust here this detail. So later on you have just to put that or delete one of them. But for now it's fine, so we can keep that. Alright, so basically I'm just going to delete here this, and we can duplicate this too. So we can just put it here. And let's see if we can just scale it a little bit down. Oh man, that's looking very cool. I like it really. Alright, done this. So let's see what else we can do here. So I think for this area here, I just want to copy and paste that. So we're going to, oh, first of all, I just want to modify this here a little bit. So let's see what we can do here. I think I just want to make it maybe a little bit bigger, but we haven't enough space here for that. Yeah, then let's keep it like that, that's fine. Or maybe, can we just adjust that a little bit? Nope. But we can go back with this here. So we can just use the whole space here. So we're going to do like that. And this one will be here. So we have enough space now. To do that, I'm going to simply just drag that out. I'm going to delete this here. We don't need it anymore, so we are going to just duplicate that again. Alright, we have to adjust this detail here a little bit more, so just make it a little bit wider. That's fine. And lastly, we have to adjust here these things. And we are back. Alright, we're going to add up here some further details, and in here a little bit some details. So first of all, I'm going to isolate the view, so we can just work with that. We're going to insert that, but I have just to deactivate here boundary. That's very important. And now I just want to extrude that out. So extrude it inside. Same thing here. These are some sudden details that you can't really see if you're playing it in a video game, but if you're doing some flyover or something like that, it's very cool to see that. Alright, done this. Now we can add here in the middle some details. So I'm going to add for that some cubes. And basically that's it. So for that I'm going to add here an array modifier. So same thing on the bottom and on the top. So we're going just to duplicate that. So I can put it here. We're going to duplicate that again. So we're going to rotate that. But you see we are a little bit in the wrong area. So we are going to copy this value. We're going to put here 0, and on the y-axis we're going to put, on the z-axis we're going to put this value. But you see we are very off, so we have to go maybe a little bit down with that. Yeah, we're going to destroy our shape, so I'm going to make a null separation of that, and in here we're going to put back the value we had. So we're going to deal only with that. Alright, we have it on all our sides, perfect. So up here it's a little bit lonely, so I just want to add a little bit of details, not too much. So we're going just to insert that. Like that, we are going to insert it again, so extrude it inside. But you see we are going to destroy here our shape, so I'm going to escape the extrusion and basically let's try to go to 3D cursor. It's not right in the middle. maybe to, yeah, we have to put it right in the middle, so where's the middle point? Cursor toward origin. Now we can just try that, but at the exclusion of the y-axis. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Not too much, just a little bit. Alright, delete here the faces. And now we can decide what we are going to make here. Maybe some plates, or something different. It's totally up to you. But if you want to make some plates, you can just select them, insert them, but you can go to boundary. So we have here the boundary, and you can go to individual. So you have all the faces individually. And with that, you can just extrude it maybe another time inside. That, and you have some cool looking plates here going outside. Going inside, sorry. Alright, I'm going to leave that like that. And we are going to copy and paste it to the other side. So select here these few things. Go into edit mode, select all, duplicate that, scale it by -1, so we can put it right here on this ring, or maybe here. I'm not totally sure. I think I'm going to leave it here, so we are going to close it with this detail. That's good, that's good. Alright, we can delete the ring here. And obviously we have just to recalculate our normals here. Maybe I'm just fast if I'm going to hide that. Good, it's coming to life. The next detail we are going to make is this here. So for this ring here, it's very important we are going to stick here with the reference. So as you can see, we have some extrusion inside and some major stuff going on here. We're going to make that. So to begin with, I'm going to add here a bevel. So we're going to bevel that with one segment. Like that. In here, we are going to add a loop cut. So we can bevel that too maybe, or let's try something. Yeah, I'm going to select here this face, so we can extrude that down. We have just to bevel that a little bit, so it's not too sharp. Then we have another time the same thing here. Good. So I'm going to make that a little bit bigger so I can just drag that down. And in here basically we have another time an inset. Like that. Going up. But I have just to shade that smooth, that's very important. So we see our angle. I don't want it that sharp, so I'm going to bevel that. Alright, let's see if we are good here. I think we have just to add here a little bit more details. Ah, that's a little bit too sharp. So basically I think I have it in the right way, but let's see if we can add here some further details. So I'm going to drag that down and we have just to drag it a little bit inside. So we have some kind of plateau here, so we can add some details. It's totally fine. But I think this here is a little bit too big. So let's go down. I'm going to undo this quick because I just want to do another thing. I'm going to add here a loop cut, so we have some type of border, that's important. And then we can extrude it a little bit down. Just a little bit. And this here, extrude it up. Alright, looking fine so far. Now I'm going to add here this detail, so it's kind of, I don't really know, it's maybe a cube. Let's try a cube. To add that, make sure you're in the word origin, add a cube. And basically we are doing the same thing as we have done earlier with the detail. So first of all, make the shape. Alright, the shape it's looking fairly good. Then we have to ensure we are right in the middle here. So select here this faces, cursor to selected. It doesn't matter if you're on the top or on the bottom, but you can just select that too, the bottom one. Cursor selected, it's a little bit more inside. Or maybe it should be better if we select here this one. Yeah, it's better that. Good, now we can go to this object, array modifier. And let's try to go to object offset, and with that as the object offset. But no, we need our empty, so I'm going to add an empty plane axis. Go back to this object, take the empty, and with that you can rotate it. But you see something is doing here. I don't know if you're seeing it here. If you rotate it, it's doing some weird stuff. So maybe we have just to apply here all transform, or on the empty all transform. Yeah, it's just going back to our word origin. So I don't want that. Let's take here the empty. I'm going to delete this, so I'm going to add another one, so it would be better. So you're right in the middle here. Now we can rotate. Alright, let's try to make now this detail up here. So I don't really know what it is, but we are going to try our best. But first of all, we have here some other things going on inside, I see. So I'm going to bevel that quick, so we can extrude it up. And then same thing here, I just want to add a cube, or maybe I'm going to do it in a different way. I'm going to just copy here these faces, duplicate that, make a non-separation. Alright, so we can just take that, bevel that, so we have the right amount of rotation, and I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, or maybe just delete that. We need only the thing here. So I'm going to undo this quick. So we have only this here. Extrude it down. Right, I'm going to apply on that one the array modifier. Oops. So we can use our empty with the new object. So in here, same thing. Array modifier, object offset, and we're going to use our empty. Make sure you're right here in the middle of the object, so we can just do that a little bit better. And basically I just want maybe, oh, it's difficult, maybe 24 counts. So in the next video we are going to make the rest of the details of the object.